Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, respected judges, and dear audience. As Reid Hoffman said, the LinkedIn co-founder, wisely he said that if you are not embarrassed by the first version of your product, you have launched too late. Today, I stand firmly in favor of startups as the superior force, providing through their unmatched speed, creativity, and real-world triumphs.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Maktiko of CSE-A, and I am standing on the topic corporate jobs. I strongly believe that corporate jobs are so job secured, and corporate jobs are more better and they provide job security and stable income and employee benefits too. They also offer structured career for the people who work in the corporate sector.
Guaranteed financial status and job security.
Our great leader, Elon Musk, has changed the structure of the modern AI by doing a small startup like building uh, automatic cars like Tesla. He has changed totally the structure of modern AI. How you can justify this?
I would like to justify that with a simple example. In our base, the life, the life is a mock insurance for the cooperative jobs. And in the startup companies, there are no, in startup companies, there are nobody wants to have their own decisions. In cooperative jobs, they have own decision and own ideas. Startups are being started by their own ideas. But in cooperative jobs, they have a single idea working for a domain of people.
If we work on single idea, we can't boost our creativity and we can't think innovatively also.
We have justified that, but we will justify in a simple manner. Single, single people work in a different type. Single people work for a common goal.
Your mic near to your mouth.
Single people work for a different goals, but their aim is simple, and they would like to justify themselves for a single domain of people having their own game and their own kind.
If we always think about one person, if you start a startup, we can give new opportunities for young people and youth, and we can encourage by getting them to our startup companies. And it creates new opportunity, and it also builds new ideas, and it also starts very interesting things.
In all our NITs and IITs, they are built for a startup companies. For every year, they have released up to 2,000 members. I think that 2,000 members have grown for their own startups and lightning companies. But the success percentage is only 20% for startups. For most of them are being eligible for the cooperative jobs. In that cooperative jobs, they are readily stable about their life, and they are getting insurance. They are getting insurance by their own health, and they have proper retirement.
In the 20% of startup companies have changed the structure of this world, and comparing with the health of the people in the startup companies are very good comparing to corporate jobs. In corporate jobs, the health of the persons were very low and they are feeling very stressed in their jobs because the corporate system has more number of stress things.
As you corporate jobs gives a job security, I say, and I also say like corporate jobs give health, like corporate jobs give some career benefits like health insurance, and they give paid leaves if they are not so healthy, and they will also give some retirement benefits.
Yes, but startups are the main roots of the modern culture. Even the Zomato was a startup business and it was grown very rapidly, and the distributing like food service, it was developed very rapidly, and
We are
it is
not
also one
sure.
of the startup business.
We are not sure every startup will leads to that much high.
Even when the startup is fails, the failures gives us experience.
if the opposite team is quiet?
I say that startups also increases our economic growth. See, if we work in a startups or if we apply our own idea so that we gain more knowledge and we can apply our knowledge skills in the corporate companies. So I say strongly that startups increases strength in us, it increases self-resilience, it also gives entrepreneurship. So it is, we strongly say that the startups are really a strong base to build our career.
Okay. Every startup company takes some kind of inspiration, no? By taking that kind of inspiration has done by the corporate companies. If a startup person had started a company means he had took some inspiration from another previously launched company only, no? Then corporate companies which are held before, that are the inspiration for the startups.
See, if suppose, for example, a person who studied BTech, he want to share his new thought or he want to present his project, so that he starts a company. In that, he will present his idea so that corporate companies offers him some job or anything. So here it also we strongly say that startups are the base to corporate companies.
Yeah, already in corporate companies, main ideas which are held in youth are already created in corporate companies. And also, and nowadays, all the people who are thinking about startup companies, they are not having such a kind of same mentality ideas and having a good team. In that way, the corporates are getting higher and self.
Even the startup business are rising from the little ideas, and it can change the whole life.
Startups can change the whole life, it's your point, but I think
Yes.
not every startup can change the whole life because it has high risk at failure.
But that failure gives an experience in
It
our
just
life
gives an
which can lead to the
experience.
success.
It gives an experience, but it doesn't lead to success. But
The step
corporate
of
job,
failures is a success.
failure is not a success. It gives you another opportunity maybe, but it doesn't give you stability. In corporate jobs, you have stability, uh, income, stable income. You have paid leaves. You don't have job like fear
But-
of losing the job.
But there is
And we have
no
stable working hours, 8 hours.
But there is no our own identity in the jobs. When we start a startup business, we can get our own identity.
Identity depends upon what you do. It's not like you start a startup, then you won't get your own identity on it.
If you're talking about the timelines, in startups we can made our own timeline. But in corporate we have to work on others.
You have to work more for startups. Like you have to expand your
If you
business,
have
so
a
you have
clear,
to work more.
if we have a clear idea or clear innovation, we can build and we can reduce our time to start our startups.
Okay, especially in startups, people take lots of time in thinking. But in corporate companies, already the high professional persons are already planned the timings. They already have a good success. But in startups, they are planning for a success. In that way, they are taking such a long time and keeping that companies down, like that. Startups may get succeed, but not as well as soon as companies. Where if we follow companies, we can get forward. Okay?
If we
If we all the companies in the world,
If we always work on the same thing, we can't think innovatively and we can't generate new
do you
ideas.
think all think like innovative? Not like that, no. Some people have innovative ideas. In that manner, if someone had started a startup
If
means,
all innovations
yeah.
collaborate with
Yeah, yeah.
each other, they may generate new idea. It
no,
can give.
not like that. If two persons with different mentalities match together, then means the upcoming system will be changed. They too also can't understand each other. It may leads to the falls and they will be down as it is where they had started.
What if they don't have same ideas? If they have different ideas,
Yeah,
and
you
they
only
can
said
come
no.
together and build a
You
new
said that
startup.
having two kind of mentalities, two kind of intelligence mixing together means can change something.
See, startups don't just create companies; they create jobs and skills.
Yeah, companies are giving jobs only, no. And companies are hiring the people who have skills only, no.
Those skills are from startups. The gained knowledge is from startup.
Yeah, in companies also we can use our gain knowledge. All the companies can't take all the people no who
I
have
want other
especially
students
specialized
to
skills. They are
participate in the
only
debate.
they are only be
Should
See,
come to
qualified for that
support your
companies. No?
teammates.
I would like to say that, for example, I'm giving an example that is a real life example.
Okay.
There's a movie called Miss India. In that, the women starts her own company, the coffee company, which will be so successful. So now by this, I would like to say that startups are so good to, they build their career and build the economic growth and and builds the confidence in us, which gives the overall impact in our future jobs.
The most important investment you can make it is yourself. Nobody can tax it or nobody can take away from it. The most important
I
investment
want
is
other
in you.
teammates to come and support your team.
Nobody can tax it or nobody can take it from you. I think that our,
Can you tell me all corporate jobs are secure?
yes,
What if last 6 months happened? Last 6 months, the TC has removed so many people. How can you justify this?
If
All
you had a
corporate
skill,
jobs are
okay.
not secure.
Not like that. If you had a skill, your job is permanently secured. If you didn't had
same
a skill,
stat-
are you not updating with the world, then it means you will get down.
In startups also, if you have a new idea, then you can grow.
Yeah, if we had a new idea means we can grow, but in the corporate companies, they are already scheduled for us to get in a succeed path.
If you work like in a robot, then you have no thoughts to think creatively. If you
Though-
work on
okay.
the same topic, then you don't have that ability to think creatively and you can't upgrade yourself also.
Only we are thinking about companies. Only companies can lead us to create innovative or creative. We can have all our own ideas in own time. We can think something like new innovations on our free times.
As is justifying, all in corporates, all our work on the same line, that that same line come from a startup. How to justify?
Repeat again.
As your teammates are justifying,
If they are not listening, that's their own mistake. Why are you repeating? You can state simply as they are quiet. You can give a statement, final statement. Do you understand? So others are very quiet and standing behind listening to each other.
as your teammates are justifying, all corporate jobs are work on same strategy. That same strategy come from a startup.
But corporate job is not just for earning money kada. Money. Sorry.
If you're talking about money, startups can get so much of money. If your idea is very good, then you can earn so much of money from a startup.
You're saying that corporate jobs for, startup companies for earning money, but it's wrong. It's to develop the GDP of the country.
an organization's ability to learn. The startup jobs are not an initial trade for GDP. The cooperative jobs are initial trade for the GDP, for which the country is ready to earn its own currency.
But startup ideas are created more, but to GDP is the one of the key and the role of the in the startup ideas and startup amounts economics.
An organization ability to learn and translate with its transparency. The cooperative jobs are one of the greatest jobs than the
You have
than
last
the
1
corporate
minute
jobs.
to wrap up the
It can
debate.
ready to run our economy into a higher abilities.
Startup ideas are the new ideas to develop the country, which are efficiently to the nation and the development of the GDP. You are saying that GDP is one of the your corporate jobs.
Our responsible choice.
Google is also a first startup. From that, new ideas came also, like maps, Google Meet, and searches.
That means you are agreeing to our point that startups can lead to create new maps and
It's
new
not a
ideologies.
startup, yeah. It's already a search engine.
Maps and Google websites are run by the one person who is called Sundar Pichai. It is a startup idea.
It's not a startup idea. He is hired by Google. Okay?
That means you are agreeing our point, means we have concluded here.
What?
That startups are the best, then corporate jobs.
Sundar Pichai also hired by Google. It is a
We never agree to your point, bro.
Okay, so saying come on,
We
and
didn't agree to your point. Sorry, it's just an inconvenience. Okay.
okay, listen. Let's stop it here. So I'd like to say, so both teams are with very good points, but why could the team member fail listening while the opposite team is making some points? If your teammates are very good at listening and making the points, they should have come and grabbed your mic and supported you. But this side, the students who have spoken continuously, they are taking turns, but others are not coming forward to support them. It's also a drawback from your side and even from this side. The same drawbacks are there. But compared to this team, your team was a bit low in strongly telling your points. You're a bit low. You're not strong enough, except she did very well. What's your name, Ra? Siri, right? Siri did very well, boldly mentioned her points. Initially, Jashwant was bold, but later after he slowed down his voice. Even Surendra boldly stated with, pierced looks. Okay? Even Mauktika tried, but you are not that strong. Even both the teams fail to bring real life examples. Here and there you mention. Okay, even more supporting statements if you mention, it would be well. Clear? So it's a practice. Get ready for the next debate. That time it would be evaluation. Be careful. Every student should participate. It is not the way leaving the burden to the teammates. Okay? Good.